Hey guys, welcome to my bathroom. In this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you my quick, I'm gonna call it my mommy no makeup routine. This is what I do on the days that I really don't feel like wearing makeup, but I still need my skin to look somewhat better than it does right now. These products, if you follow me on Instagram, you've heard me talk about them over and over and over and over and over again, and I'm still talking about them. I still really love them. The products that I'm gonna use make my skin look really dewy, look really glowy, look really fresh. It doesn't look like you have piles of makeup on your face, but it evens everything out and gives you a little bit of a glow. Honestly, when I do this, when I wear these products, I get more compliments and questions about my skin than when I have like a full coverage foundation on. So I'm excited to share it. I talk about these products here and there, but I've never actually showed you like step by step how to use them. And I've also picked up some new makeup. I don't know why I did this. I picked up some new makeup from the Sephora sale to kind of incorporate into this routine, because on most days I don't want to wear full coverage foundation, but at the same time I need something to even my skin out because I do have a lot of hyperpigmentation and melasma. I actually just had a facial 2 nights ago. I go to the Hand and Stone place, salon, spa, I think it's a chain, and I had a brightening facial with LED and I still see the effect. My skin, I feel like, looks better than it's looked in a long time. It's nice to see some results for once. I'm gonna start by just combing out my lashes. If you missed my lash extension video, I will link to it. I just got out of the shower, so I don't have anything on my face. I usually do this before I do my makeup, and then after I do it before to just fluff them back up from being wet, and then I do it after just to make sure no powders or like makeup products got stuck in between. I have a wonky one there on the end that's driving me crazy. First things first, usually I would do this as soon as I get out of the shower, but because it's been like 10 minutes, I just wanna refresh my face. I don't like putting skincare and makeup on a dry face because I feel like it just doesn't look as good and it doesn't go on as nice. So I'm just using a little toner. This one's from Dermalogica on a cotton, Shiseido cotton, and I just do this to kind of moisturize my face and just dampen it a little so that the products go on and absorb better. It's almost like I think of my face as a sponge. You need to wet the sponge for it to work. You need to wet your skin. I'm gonna put my hair back before I get super annoyed with it. Hair back, good. Okay, so after I just kind of dampen my face, the first thing I'm gonna do is add hydration. This does not have SPF. This is basically a tub of hyaluronic acid. I am obsessed with this stuff. I'm gonna have everything linked in the description box below. I'll use this at night and during the day, regardless of what moisturizer, nighttime treatment. Basically, it's a glass of water for your skin. So regardless of what I'm doing to my face, morning or night, this goes on. And it smells so good. Next thing I do is my under eyes. I moisturize my under eyes because there's some fine lines happening under there and it could look a little crepey. So before I apply any products to my under eyes, I gotta make sure it's hydrated. So this is amazing. It has a little silver applicator. You just squeeze the product up. You can use the applicator to give you like a little under eye massage, blend the product in. You can actually use it as a mask and then wipe it off, but I actually find it extremely hydrating, so I like to just leave it on. So, blank canvas, but very moisturized canvas. The first thing I do is I use my Dr. Jart Psychopair. Are you guys tired of hearing me talk about this? Because I'm honestly tired of hearing myself talk about this, but it's so good. And I just found out recently that the Canadian Sephora stocked it finally. I was getting so many messages from people in Canada saying, I can't get this in Sephora in Canada. And I actually found one thanks to a follower on Instagram, on Amazon, a very similar product. Sephora actually sells it now. I look crazy, I know. It's pretty much sold out everywhere because it's that good, but I encourage you to hit the little notify me when it's back in stock at Sephora so that you can jump on it, because I think the little jar is available right now, like the travel size. So if you just want to give it a try without committing to the full size, even though you're gonna want to commit to the full size, it's that good. This just mutes any redness if you have sensitive skin. It just evens you out. It doesn't really give you coverage, but it just evens you out and it makes your skin look perfect before you do anything. So that is my first step Let me silence this bad boy. That is my first step, regardless if I'm doing makeup or not doing makeup. Even if I'm doing full coverage foundation, that is my first step. It also has the SPF 30. So a lot of times I'll just put on my little hyaluronic acid moisturizer and then that on top and I go out the door. Having lash extensions definitely helps to cut all this down by a lot. And then my Origins, what's called this Vitazing, Ginseng SPF 40 tinted moisturizer. Ugh, this stuff's amazing too. Just an extra dose of SPF, not that you need it because it's in the Dr. Jart treatment, but it's there and it's a little bit tinted. It smells really good. If you guys have used the Vitazing in the past, I was an avid user of the Vitazing. I actually think this is a little bit better. It's not as watery. Does that make sense? So I just put this on. Gives my skin a little bit of a tint and a little bit of a glow. If you have oily skin, I don't know if you would like this product because it does leave behind some dewiness, but try it, you never know. And then for my under eyes, especially on days that I'm not wearing full coverage or foundation, I'm probably not gonna wear concealer, but this is amazing. This is the Total Eye 3-in-1 Renewal Therapy by Color Science. One little pump under one eye, one little pump under the other eye. I don't know if you were able to see, but I have this kind of discolored line under this eye, and this does a great job of covering it up. So this product is actually like an eye treatment. So it depuffs, it minimizes fine lines. It's like a long-term thing. The more you use it, the better it works, but it also brightens for like a daily eye brightener. So I love this, and you can also do this at nighttime too, which I do more times than not, especially on this eye because I have that discoloration and I'm trying to fix that. So I just put a little bit under my eye, dab it in with my hands, and it's like an instant pick me up under there. I don't set this, I don't do anything else, I just do that. So not only does it look good, but it's actually doing some work for you under there. That is pretty much my base. That's how I go out of the house more times than not. I want to mention one thing, the Kula Anti-Aging Face Serum. I use this at night. I've talked about it before. It's faded and I haven't reapplied it because I was getting that facial. I didn't want to just waste it. I've been doing microdermabrasion. I have like milia, I guess it's called, up here, like bumps under my skin. So I've been using my PMD to do microdermabrasion, so I haven't been using this because it feels pointless. But this is an amazing gradual self tanner. So it lasts for, I'd say 2 to 3 days on your skin, but obviously the more that you're using it, the deeper your tan gets. So I use this at night, every night. I incorporate it into my nighttime skincare routine. I put it on after my face serum that I'm using, the Good Genes. I'll put it on after that. I wake up and my skin is bronzed. It's amazing. I use that at night. I just want to mention that. This is normally how I go out, but lately I've been wanting a little pop of color on my cheeks, and I don't have any blushes that aren't powder. I've come a long way. I've condensed my collection. I used to have a lot of cream blushes, a lot of gel blushes, a lot of different Pinch Me. Remember the Just a Pinch gel blush from MAC? I got rid of them because I wasn't using them and I didn't think that they were good. So when the Sephora sale came up again, I thought I need to find like a good non-powder blush. For days like this, when I'm using these products, I don't like putting powder on my face. My skin just looks dewy and glowy, and powdering it down is just no. So I picked up 2 products and I like them both. This one is by Stella. It's their Aqua Glow watercolor blush, and I got it in the shade Rose Water. And then this one is by Becca. These are both, I think, online only. This is Dragon Fruit. I do not like cream blushes. They're very hard to apply. I feel like when I look at tutorials, it looks so easy, but then when I go to do it myself, it looks streaky, it looks splotchy, splotchy, and it doesn't blend well, and I just have the worst time with the application. So I wanted to find something that was more of a gel consistency, and that's why I picked up both of these. So for today, I'm gonna use the Becca one, and I have it in the shade Dragon Fruit. Did I say that? What I'm gonna do is put a tiny teeny bit. You do not need a lot of this at all. Like, can you even see that? Okay? And then I'm gonna just do my finger, one little dab, and one little dab. That's it. I look like a doll. And then I picked up this brush from Sephora. This is actually a liquid foundation brush, number 63. It's round, but I'm gonna use this to blend it in rather than my finger. I find that when I use my finger, I just take the product off or I make it really blotchy. So what I love about this product is no matter how many times you go over this, even with my finger, because I did it on the back of my hand, I'm gonna show you in a second, it doesn't look splotchy and it doesn't look streaky. I'm gonna put a little bit more. You can build this up, you can shear it out, which I love about this product, and it lasts like the whole day. And you don't need to set it. I actually wanna go a little bit more. Just a tiny bit. Do it on my brush. So this is the perfect little pop of color. How overused is the phrase pop of color? But it's true. It's a little pop of color. And you want to start out slow because you could go crazy with this very quickly and very easily. So start out slow, less is more, and just build it up. And I want to show you on the back of my hand because I know it's kind of hard to see in here. So here we go. I'm gonna do one dot there. Hold on. First, I need the camera to actually focus. One dot there and like half of a dot there. So the dot here, you can see I have a lot of product. And this is what I mean. When you rub, you rub, you rub, you rub, you rub. There's no streaks. There's no blotchy. It just kind of deepens and then it sets. It completely sets. But you can just keep rubbing it and you're not taking it off. I hope you guys know what I mean when I say that. If you've ever experienced like cream blushes before, you know that if I were to keep doing this, it's like you have a big gash here, like a big missing amount of color. And then this little baby, I'm gonna just do this here just to show you how light you can get this to go and how deep. And I could even deepen this even more, but honestly, I'm gonna have a hard time getting this off my hand. But you can put a little bit more and deepen it even more, but the more you rub it, it just kind of, somehow, it's a miracle, it just keeps blending and there's no spaces, there's no splotchy areas. It's amazing. I love this stuff. I've never really heard anyone talk about it before. And it sets, it completely sets. So if I like itch my cheek, you're not gonna see where I had an itch, which is what I really love about it. So if you need a good dewy blush color on the days that you don't wanna wear powder, this is amazing. The Stella one is also good, but it's a little bit more watery and liquidy, and therefore you can't do this. Like you have to just kind of blend it and let it set without keep touching it because you could take product off. And for a highlight, again, I want to avoid the powder highlights. I found this product by Too Faced from their peach line. And not only does it smell so damn good, it's kind of like a, wiping off my fingers. It's a cream consistency, but dries down to a powder. So you're not putting powder on your face where it looks powdery. It still looks very dewy. I don't want my hands to be wet. It feels like a cream. So I just have been applying this with my finger. It's very light, but it's just enough. It's just enough for what I need on these days where I'm not caking on the makeup. And I just put it where I want it. And you can go crazy with this stuff without it looking like you went crazy. And I'm just kind of hitting the high points. I'm gonna go underneath my brow. And it's really soft and it feels really smooth. So if you just want a little bit more glow than what the Tinted moisturizer is gonna give you, this product's really good. And I really think applying it with your fingers is best, the application wise, than if you were to use any kind of brush. Lip color, which one? I'll use this one. Brooke, this is a Buxom gloss and pretty color. These have quickly become my favorite lip products. The lip polishes and lip creams by Buxom. They're so good, and every time I have them on, you guys ask what I'm wearing. It's always one of these. That's it. That is my quick mommy routine, my quick out the door routine, my quick I don't want to wear makeup routine with still looking like you have something on your face and that you spent a little bit of time getting ready. It honestly feels really light. It looks really glowy. It looks put together. If I didn't have lash extensions, I would add mascara to this step because I would never leave the house without something on my lashes. Skip the concealer. I still have, like, you can still see my freckles peeking through. You can still see my dark spots a little bit, but they are hidden pretty well. Overall, my skin just looks glowy and it looks even, and I really like this. I wanted to share this. Normally, if I wasn't talking through it, this would take me all of 5 minutes, maybe 7 minutes at the most. But because I was talking and I don't know how to stop talking, this is gonna be longer, but normally this is like a 5-minute routine. It just makes me feel very fresh. And I think it's a really great look for spring and summer, especially for those that are not fans of wearing full coverage foundation. One last step, I'm gonna put some of this on because I'm wearing sleeveless shirt. This is the Sunless Tan Dry Oil Mist by Coola. I'm gonna take my rings off. I wanted to show you. The mist is so fine, you probably didn't even see that. And this is another product where your tan kind of gets deeper as the day goes. And you can continue to use this. It doesn't just like wash off the next day. It'll keep getting deeper the more you apply it. And it smells good. I actually really like the smell. And I love how it feels. It's not oily, it's not greasy, it's literally like in my skin. It's absorbed into my skin. I'm gonna wash my hands afterwards, but I don't have like orange fingers. And the mist is so fine. If you are familiar with the Coola sunscreen that I love, and you are familiar with that fine mist, it's the same thing. So I love this stuff. Really good product. Also, in my Sephora box, have you guys smelled this? This is by Tom Ford, and it is Eau du Soleil Blanc. It's their white cologne perfume. I got this with my Sephora order and I can't stop smelling it. And I wish I would have bought this in the Sephora sale because it's so expensive. I actually have this one, the Neroli Portofino. This is in a body mist. I feel like the white one would just layer with this one so good. I feel like I'm cheating on Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess because you guys know that's like my summer go-to, but this smells so good. If you haven't smelled this, check it out. I just wanted to mention that. Okay, so that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little get ready with me. If you needed a good refresh look for spring, a quick thing to do, some good products to try, I hope you found it helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye.